Seo, Kobongo Bapesinga yo Cheri Bondowe. Naina Balakate o Nazalina Indumba. Aha, that is the song that I'm translating in this video. You know, a very, very popular song, Cheri Bondowe, a composition of Freddie Mayaula Mayoni, a man who God gave us on this earth from the year 1946 to the year 2010. Now, just as I always do, is first of all to give you a short biography of the artist, and then I translate the song of the moment. Remember that if you're watching my video for the first time, I kindly ask you to subscribe to this channel, Mwalimu Chris Care. Good. Now, Mayaula Mayoni was born in Kinshasa on the 6th of November 1946, and you know, he went to school. He was a very bright fellow. Finished his high school education in 1962 at the College of Kisantu. Of course, he was very passionate about football. He was actually a footballer and even played a professional football, or what I can say, the highest level of football as a left winger, including playing for the club AS Vita Club in Kinshasa. Now, but his father was a diplomat. He was traveling. He was all over the place, and so when his father was posted to Tanzania in Dar es Salaam, particularly, he went along with the young Mayaula Mayoni, who of course played for Younger Sports. This is another very popular club in Tanzania. Now, he of course left and then went to Belgium to study for further studies. Actually, he studied in data processing. That was, of course, what he professionally studied. But he also continued playing football as well. He played for the club Racing Club du Charleroi, or simply, and then after that, of course, he also went to Racing Club de GT in Brussels. Brussels, of course, in Belgium. He also played in Switzerland with FC Fribourg. So let's just say that Mayaula Mayoni was a proper footballer. But at the same time, even as he was playing football, he also had a very sharp ear for music, and therefore learned how to play the guitar through a friend. And so, of course, he still showed his talent through and through, even in the playing of music. He joined a Congolese students' orchestra called Africana, and of course he came in as a player of guitar accompaniment, or rhythm guitar, as we like to say. Now, he returned to Kinshasa and switched from being a professional footballer to being a professional musician and a very, very good composer at that. One of the people that got very interested when he came back to Kinshasa and of course to Zaire then was Franco Luambo Makiadi, and so he recruited him into OK Jazz. And of course the first thing that our Mayaula Mayoni did was to compose this song, Cheri Bondowe, and this became a very, very, very popular song. Cheri Bondowe was a very popular song. Of course, it was followed by Cheri Bondowe the second version of Cheri Bondowe. But this was the song really that made a compelling story for Mayaula Mayoni. So he may not initially have been a proper OK Jazz member, but he would walk in and walk out. Of course, musically speaking, he composed very good songs, Nabali Misère, Momi, and other songs that he also did with OK Jazz. And then, of course, in 1977, he composed another very good song and gave it to Mpongo Love. The song is called Ndaya, and it became a very popular song. I've actually done a translation of that song amongst the many videos that I've put on my platform. So in short, this is a man who transitions quite easily from being a professional footballer to being a professional musician. And of course, in 1981, he left Zaire together with Abeti Maskini, and they tried their luck in West Africa. He recorded several songs in Lomé. In 84, he returns to the Democratic Republic of Congo with an album, Fiona Fiona, in 1986. In the same year, he did a composition of Nasina Bali and gave it to Shalamwana, another song that, of course, did very, very, very well. So in 1993, so I'm just giving you a really quick view of this. In 1993, he came up with another album, Lamu Okilo, and this album was also, very popular. However, a few years later, specifically, in early 2000s, in 2005, he became a little bit ill and returned home, and of course began doing local gigs here and there. But on the May of 26th, the year 2010, we lost him because he suffered from a disease that caused loss of memory and paralysis. So that is basically who this guy was, but he was known for very serious compositions, Nasina Bali, Nabali Misere, Osman Bakayoko came up with his own albums, such as Bikini, and many more. So he was a very well-established artist. So what I had to do today is to celebrate a song that he composed, and this song has actually been very well received in Rumba circles. Now, in brief, the song talks about a woman who is nicknamed Cheri Bondowe. What is her story? That she's not married, so she does things here and there for a living. So I want to go straight into the song. Ngai mwasi bakobenga Cheri Bondowe. I, or me, a woman that they call Cheri Bondowe, that the darling Bondowe. Nasala kingoma kwela mpena divorce. That I was married at some point, but I divorced. Nako lukango John home akolingangai. So I'm looking for a young man to love Me.
Oh mama.
Oh mama, huh? That's just more musical, really.
Mobali nabalaki bandeko aboyaki ngai.
Mobali nabalaki bandeko aboyaki ngai. You know, the man that I was married to refused me, or you know, stopped loving me, or dumped me, if you will.
Mpo basala ngai koma na elongi.
Mpo basala ngai koma na elongi, because I had some scars on my face, you know. There's this African way of decorating faces and so on. So he claimed that this girl had scars, and so that's why he dropped her, or you know, refused her altogether.
Mbula sanza pe mikolo na matama.
Mbula sanza mikolo na matama. Years, so mbula are years, sanza are months, mpe mikolo and days. So years, months and days. My hand is always on my cheeks.
Nakolata kazigida na dendela mibalio.
Nakolata kazigida na dendela mibali. So what I do, I normally wear you know, this jewelry around my waist, so that I can you know, make passes at men. I can walk around in a majestic manner, so that men can be attracted to me, if you will.
Mpo balula kangai.
Mpo balula kangai, so that they can admire me.
Ye mobali bakobenga papa Bondowe.
Ye mobali bakobenga Papa Bondowe. So that man, they call him Papa Bondowe.
Akuzola zola tima akolinga ete.
Akuzola zola tima akolinga ete. You know, even this Akuzola zola does not even love him. So this woman does not even love him, okay?
Akopesa e falanga po alinga ye.
Akopesa e falanga mpo alinga ye. You know, he gives money so that she can love him.
Akosala ngolo basu na suki bampangi.
Akosala ngolo mbasu na suki bampangi. You know what? The old man has even dyed his hair. So kosala lumbasu is to dye your hair, or to put some different color on your hair. Akolata ngo sadiza force jeune. So he even wears things so that he looks like, you know, like a young guy, you know, to look like a young man, or a false young man, okay? Mawanae is so sad of him, really. Ngai ndumba matadi wa Cheri Bondowe. You know, I am a prostitute in Matadi, and they call me Cheri Bondowe, and they call me the darling Bondowe. Nakoteka tangawisi na zando bampangi. And you know what? I sell ginger at the market, my friends. So Zando is a marketplace. And Somba Zigida Nakoteka Kalungwila. You know, I bought those jewelry for the waist, and you know, I sell a local brew, local alcohol. So Lungwila is a local alcohol. Some people might call it Lotoko, but it's actually a local brew, or traditional brew, if you will. Nazalindu bon paye bakolukankangai. You know, I am a prostitute, and the people that pay well actually come and look for me. Ngai mwasi ya mpaka ya Cheri Bondowe. And me, an old woman, so mpaka is old. So I, an old woman called Cheri Bondowe, nakotango miziki na binakate. You know what? Even when I go to a place where there's music being played, like discos, discotheques and so on, I don't dance. Yanga inkola alobi na koma mpaka. You know, there's even somebody that we grew up together who actually now even tells me that I've become old, that I'm old. Nafungoli nganda bakwiti mpona mosolo. I have opened up a small club, a small pub, so that I can do business and get money for what? Nale is a bashushu, so that I can feed my young sweethearts, you know, because, you know, this one is an old woman, so she attracts young men. So, and to do that, she has opened a club or a bar, so she sells alcohol, and then the money that she gets is what she uses to lure the young men towards herself. Ngai nakolukananga Cheri Bondowe. You know what? I'll look for my own sweetheart, Cheri Bondowe. Atutelanga makemba nali ya Mosaka, so that he can be pounding for me bananas, and then from there I'll be able to take banana juice. So it's more or less like saying that he's going to blend for me, or to crush for me bananas, and then I'll get, of course, the juice from the bananas. So Mosaka is actually juice. Bondumba Bondowe bazua eko zalakate. You know, in prostitution, there is no worries, there is no shame. You know, there is no getting afraid or something. Nakumuzola bampangi mpo na mungolofie bafalanga. I don't know if which language this one is, but it's just to say that I'll do whatever I need to do so that I can get money. So falanga is actually money. Yes, and then the song transitions to the second part. Ngai nasalaki makwela mpena divorce. You know, I was married, but I also got divorced. Kombo koba pesingai Cheri Bondowe. And you know, the name that they gave me is Cheri Bondowe, sweet Bondowe, or darling Bondowe. Ngai nabala katena zalina ngai ndumba. You know, I'm not married, I'm a prostitute. Kombo bakobenga ngai Cheri Bondowe, and the name that they call me is sweet darling Bondowe. Ngai mpaka Bondowe na kodende la mibali. And you know me, as an old woman, I move around, you know, and I make movements in a manner that suggests to men that they should be interested in me, really, you know. Zigida na kolata na loketo sikse bandeko. And you know what? The jewelry that I wear around my waist has made me very successful. It attracts men towards me, if you will. Ngai nazalaki makwela mpena divorce. You know what? I was married at some point, but I divorced. Kombongo bapesinga Cheri Bondowe. And you know, they nicknamed me Cheri Bondowe, or sweet or darling Bondowe. Ngai nabala katena zalina ngai ndumba. You know, I'm not married, I'm a prostitute. Kombo bakobenga ngai Cheri Bondowe, and the name they call me is darling Bondowe. Ngai mpaka Bondowe na kodende la mibali. And you know, the old me Bondowe, I shake for men, you know. I tempt, I make passes for men.
Zigida na kolata na loketo sikse pandeko.
Zigida na kolata na loketo sikse pandeko. And you know what? The jewelry that I wear around my waist makes me succeed. It gives me a lot of success.
Mpaka Bondowe na kodendela mibali.
Ngai mpaka Bondowe na kodendela mibali. The old Bondowe, I shake for men, you know. I tempt men, I make moves for men.
Zigida na kolata na loketo sikse pandeko.
Zigida na kolata loketo sikse pandeko. And the jewelry that I wear around my waist has made me extremely, extremely successful. Yeah, so that is actually the 7 of the song. So allow me to skip so that the other part where we have the lyrics of the song. Oh, what a 7. Ngai nazalaki makwela mpena divorce. You know, I was married, but I just divorced. Kombongo bapesi ngai Cheri Bondowe. And you know, they nicknamed me Cheri Bondowe, the darling Bondowe. Ngai nabala kate nazali na ngai nduma. You know what? I'm not married. I'm a prostitute. Kombo bakobenga ngai Cheri Bondowe. And the nickname that they've given me is Cheri Bondowe, darling Bondowe. Ngai mpaka Bondowe na kodendela mibali. And you know, the old Bondowe, I dance for men. I move around for men, you know, in a suggestive manner. I catwalk, if you will, before men.
Zigida na kolata na loketo sikse pandeko.
Zigida na kolata na loketo sikse pandeko. And you know what? The jewelry that I wear around my waist has made me extremely successful. Ngai nazalaki makwela mpena divorce. You know what? I was married and I also divorced. Kombongo bapesi ngai Cheri Bondowe. And the name they gave me is, the nickname they gave me is Cheri Bondowe, darling Bondowe. Ngai nabala kate nazali na ngai ndumba. You know what? I'm not married. I am a prostitute. Kombo bakobenga ngai Cheri Bondowe. Ngai mpaka Bondowe na kodendela mibali. And you know, the old me, I catwalk before men. I showcase to men exactly what I have. And
Zigida na kolata na loketo sikse pandeko.
Zigida na kolata loketo sikse pandeko. And you know, the jewels that I wear around my waist, they have made me extremely successful.
Ngai mpaka Bondowe na kodendela mibali.
Ngai mpaka Bondowe na kodendela mibali. The old Bondowe, I catwalk, you know, for men. I display myself before men.
Zigida na kolata na loketo sikse pandeko.
Zigida na kolata loketo sikse pandeko. And you know what? The jewels that I wear around my waist have made me extremely successful. Rumba Matadi, the rumba that is born in Matadi. Oyo ya Mayaula. This is the rumba of Mayaula. So basically that is the translation of the song Cheri Bondowe, a composition of Mayaula Mayoni. a very, very popular song, one of those rumba songs that have stood the test of the time, because the message that was in the song remains relevant many, many years later. My name is Mwalimu Chris Care. If you're watching this channel for the first time, I ask you to kindly hit the subscribe button, and not just that, hit the notification button so that every time I do this kind of content, you will be the first to know. Thank you very much for watching.